The rise of Mason Mount. Once, a policeman asked Mason about his career after school, and then Mason said, "I want to be a footballer." The policeman laughed and said, "Everyone wants to be a footballer," but little did he know that Mason Mount will make it. Mason Mount joined Chelsea in 2005 when he was 6 years old. He always had the dream to be a footballer. He worked hard and dedicated so much time and effort to make his dream come true. Mason and many other young Chelsea players like Callum Hudson-Odoi, Tammy Abraham, Reece James, Fikayo Tomori, Conor Gallagher, and many more, they all won so many trophies in their academy days. They won many domestic and continental trophies, and they all grown up with that winning mentality. And they were hungry for trophies. However, their main goal was to make it in the first team. Many academy players failed to establish themselves as first team members, or they just did not get a proper chance to show their talent. Most of them went to different clubs on loan, and they had to find game time somewhere else in order to develop into a better player. It was no different for Mason Mount. He joined Vitesse in Eredivisie for a season-long loan for the 2017-18 season. In the beginning, Mason didn't get a lot of minutes. However, he believed in himself and he knew that hard work and consistency will eventually be fruitful for him. As the season went on, he got more and more game time, and after a while he started to see himself producing the goals and assists for his team. By the time he finished the season, he had 13 goals and 10 assists in all competitions for Vitesse. He was also named the Player of the Year for Vitesse, and he was included in the 2017-18 Eredivisie Team of the Season. Mason's first loan spell was a success. For the 2018-19 season, Chelsea's midfield was very packed, with the players like Kante, Jorginho, Fabregas, Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic, Barkley. It would have been very hard to get more minutes, so Mason had to go to another loan spell. However, this time it was in his own country and a club managed by his childhood idol, Frank Lampard. Derby County recently got Lampard as their manager, and Mason went there with another Chelsea player, Fikayo Tomori. Derby County was Frank's first managerial experience. Mason and Fikayo had to learn and adapt to a very physical league. The championship isn't an easy league to play in. Mason had to quickly adjust his game to the standards of the division. As we know, Lampard is one of the greatest midfielders to grace the beautiful sport, and he was the perfect guy to manage and teach Mason his knowledge to play in midfield. In that season, Mason was a key player for Derby. Him and Tomori established themselves as starters in that season. Lampard, Mount, and Tomori faced Chelsea in the League Cup, and even though they lost the match, they performed very well and they caught the attentions of many Chelsea fans. Lampard led Derby to the playoff finals of Championship. However, they lost to Aston Villa, which had John Terry as the assistant manager. Mason was sublime in that season. He managed to score 11 goals and assist 6 times in the season. It was yet another fantastic loan spell for Mason. Chelsea FC won the 2018-19 Europa League with Maurizio Sarri. However, the club and Maurizio Sarri both decided to part ways, and as a result, the Italian manager joined Juventus. Chelsea was looking for a coach, and they started to work with Derby County manager Frank Lampard. The atmosphere around the club was extremely positive, and many fans thought that this might be the chance for the academy players to be part of the first team or actually play there. Mason and few other young players like Tammy Abraham, Reece James, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Fikayo Tomori had finally gotten the proper opportunities to express their footballing abilities under a club legend which valued the talented youth players and was willing to give chances to them. Obviously, Chelsea was transfer banned in that summer, and even though it made the pathway of youngsters a bit easier, however, as Lampard stated, he will give game time based on how the players perform in the training pitch and how they perform in the matches, and he doesn't care about their ages. Mason finally got his opportunity and he started the season very well. He scored his first Chelsea goal against Leicester in the match week 2. The majority of the season, Mason was deployed in a number 10 role just behind his friend Tammy, which he also got a chance to play in the first team. Mason wasn't playing the normal number 10 role, and he was mainly attacking the spaces in and around Tammy, and he didn't have the responsibility to create chances because the majority of our chances came from the wide areas. Many Chelsea fans believe that the reason Mason wasn't getting many touches and wasn't creating chances was that he wasn't good enough. But obviously, he was playing a sacrificial role for his team, and a role that not many will be able to properly fulfill at the age of 20. That famous role is called the Raumdeuter, or the Space Investigator. It is a role that Thomas Muller, the German star, has fully mastered. But it wouldn't be easy for a young player like Mason Mount to do the same. As the season went on, Mason was moved back to his favorite position, which is the number 8 position, a role that he stated he enjoys the most because he's able to create chances and score, but he's also able to do the off-the-ball tasks like defending and doing the dirty side of the game. Mason was also given his first England cap on September 7th of 2019 against Bulgaria. He later on scored his first England goal against Kosovo. The 2019-20 season was a great season for Mason Mount. He finished in the top 4 and he got to the UCL spot for next season. He played in the UEFA Super Cup and he also played in the FA Cup final. He appeared in 53 matches, scoring 8 goals and assisting 6 times in all competitions, and he also got to play in Champions League just like Tammy, Reece, Fikayo and Callum. Mason is still developing, and next season, when he plays next to the added attacking quality in the team like Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, and our current players like Tammy Abraham, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he will reach new heights, and the sky is the limit for him.